So if you own a med spa and you're struggling with no-shows, I'm going to give you the exact text messages and emails and full sequence I give to my clients to get them the most amount of shown appointments. So obviously you want to make sure you're getting deposits. Those are really important for getting people to show up. I actually have a full video on phone scripts and all that in my channel to help you collect deposits over the phone. So as soon as someone books, you want to send a confirmation from text and email, but also you want to send some sort of video. And a lot of med spa owners aren't doing this, but what it's called is a VSL. And it's going to be a 60 to 90-second video with your main provider. And what they're going to go over is they're going to go over the treatment that the person's coming in for. They're going to go over people that have had that treatment before and seen results. So they're going to show, case studies and proof and before and afters. And then they're going to address common concerns or objections you hear in the consultation. So for example, if someone has a fear about it looking unnatural, you can talk about how you have great results, or someone has an issue with the pain that they might experience with a Botox needle. You can talk about maybe you have numbing cream, that sort of thing. You want to alleviate as many pains as you can on this video so you don't have to deal with them in the consultation. And then at the end, you're going to soft sell some sort of package or membership. That just kind of frames the entire consultation in a way that they're not going to be surprised when you present a package to them, because they already know that's going to happen based on the video. And so the whole goal of this VSL is to increase show rates via building more of a relationship with the provider, putting a face to the treatment and the messages that are being sent, and then increase show rates. And then also by addressing common concerns, you'll make the consultation easier, but also alleviate any of the reasons they wouldn't show for the appointment because of concerns or fears they have. And then 48 hours before, you want to have some sort of reminder plus results story. You want to plaster proof as much as possible within this pre-arrival sequence to show you know what you're doing and that you can get them results. So just some sort of email with a client story, a real case study with the person, pictures of them, a review, and then like some sort of text write out that the provider writes out of what the patient came in for, what the results are, and something like that. And even if you can, a video would be even better of the patient actually talking about their experience. You just want to build as much proof that you know what you're doing as possible before they show up. Again, that will increase show rates and also make the consultation a lot easier. And then 24 hours before, you want to send some sort of text that mentions a gift bag. Now, this would be for new patients, specifically from ads, and you just put together some sort of gift bag for them, maybe a gift card for them to use in the future, maybe some skincare, maybe some sort of branded gear that you have in that gift bag. And you just tell them that you made this gift bag for them that's going to be given to them after their appointment. And it's a bonus that adds value to the service you're providing. It also gives them an incentive to come because they want to get their gift bag that you made for them. So you want to tell them you got a gift bag and, you can't wait to see them in the morning. And then you send some sort of email, similar, subject line. We put something together for you. And just kind of, build the relationship and give them a reason to show up. And then the morning of, you just want to say the day and time again, another kind of generic reminder. And then the final touch, 2 hours before, send the address, parking details. You can even add in some sort of phone call, just confirming everything with them and making sure they're showing up. That works also. And then one of the most valuable things you can do to actually increase your show rates is just having great availability. You want to be open as many days as possible and have as much availability as possible, because when someone books a time that fits their exact availability and that's the exact time they want, they're way more likely to show up. If you didn't actually have a time they wanted and they're kind of forced to work around your schedule, and it creates more friction that would actually cause them not to show up. And then another thing is you want to make sure that you limit your calendar availability to 7 days. You don't want people booking out past 7 days, at least for ads, because, if they book out 2 weeks in advance, they're probably not going to show up. You want to limit your availability, because the closer the day is from when they booked, the more likely it is they're going to show up, because the interest is closer, because they're at the highest interest when they actually book the appointment. And so you want to push the appointment as close as possible to that point of highest interest. And yeah, that's everything in the video. I actually have a free sales training playbook in the link in the description. It helps you actually sell more packages in your consultations. It goes in more depth with the VSL and pre-arrival sequence as well, and goes into memberships if you want that. And I'll talk to you on the next one.